Hi everyone, stay-at-home stitcher Erin here. About to spill my coffee. Got a big cup today. It's needed. Caffeine is friend. Just a little life update. We're on Flosstube number 6 of the year already. I've been making them every other week just because my little notepad here, when it gets full down to the bottom, this is when I make my video. That way I can put my notes right here while I'm making my video, because you guys always see me write these. So, life update. My son, my youngest one, starts baseball tonight. He starts his games. And I guess he's ready. He has all the energy in the world, so we're gonna say he's ready. My bonus son, my middle bonus son, is in the hospital, so send all your good vibes, prayers, whatever you do out into the air to my bonus son. I don't want to go into what he's dealing with right now. His mom is up there with him. But just pray for him. Send good vibes, whatever you do. And then my oldest bonus son is in Florida at the beach. I want to go. Just kidding. I kind of want to go to the mountains more. Anyways, vacation is vacation, right? Well, when you're a stay-at-home mom, Walmart's a vacation. Because you're at home all day, every day, and you're like, housework. And then you're like, let's go to Walmart just to get out of the house. My husband's working away right now, so it's just my youngest son and I, and it has been a lot. I don't know how single parents do it and work and all that at the same time. Like, being a stay-at-home mom and being just me and him is a lot, so I don't know how people could do it. So shout out to you single parents. If you watched my last video, you've seen I've been doing a basket rotation, and my last one had a lot of new starts in it. There was one day I was like, I don't have the mental, it was yesterday. I was like, I don't have the mental capacity for a new start, so I just kept spinning my wheel until I landed on something that was already started, because I have so many new starts to show you guys. I'm gonna go in the order, and I didn't work on everything in this basket. That's not the plan. The plan is to spin my wheel, work on what my wheel tells me to, and then rotate my basket when my floss tube is made. So I'm gonna go in the order of how I worked on things, and you know, my 2 weeks here. And I'll have, like, everything's gonna be mixed together, like my whips, my haul, my finishes, my starts, my shout outs, everything's gonna be like intertwined. So if you hear crunching or the washing machine, like water running, the washing machine's in here, and the dog feels the need to chew on his bone at this very moment. Not like while we're doing nothing, but when I'm trying to make a video, he's like, let's chew on our bone as loud as possible, and scooted across the hardwood floor. Like that. So, first thing I worked on was Deer Creek. It is a Heaven and Earth Designs. And nothing is in my basket in order either. This is artwork by Donna Gelsinger. And I have the regular version. I started this in 2021, I think. And I didn't write down how many stitches I did on things. I don't keep up with all that. I do, but I don't. So, there's where I'm at on Deer Creek. So basically, I was doing the 10 stitch down all the way across, and then I was like, no, let's do diagonal, and then I was like, no, let's do across. And it just kind of, I went back and worked right there in that confetti crazy area. And I look like Wilson. If you know, you know who Wilson is. But I worked right here. Just trying to get this across, but I found a mistake right here, so that's why there's a gap. I skipped over where I had like my gridded area. I skipped over and was working backwards too. So I'm trying to fill that in. Yes, this is taped. Say what you want to say. I don't really care. It works for me, and that's what's important. So that was the first thing I worked on. I'm just going to throw it over here. Up next is haul. I actually ordered this on Dash to D-Stash. Terra, 1 stitch at a time. I need to... She has a group called Dash to D-Stash on Facebook, and it has like a weekly seller. Well, this is what I found on there this last week. Make it so you guys can see it. It's called the Country Store. And if you know me or you've watched me for any length of time, you know that that's like right up my alley. This is by Tilton the Garden. So that was my new haul. Aren't you guys glad you guys get to see me take notes in real time? Because I don't edit videos. Up next was Sea Turtle Mama. I actually spun this one 3 times. So this was a new start. There's a cardinal right there. I put my bird feeder out, and I'm waiting for the squirrel to figure out how to do his acrobats to get over to it again. Sorry, squirrel. Anyways, Sea Turtle Mama. I made this bag for Sea Turtle Mama because I know it's going to be a longer project. It's a Haid. I like to make bags for certain projects that I know are going to be around a while, or if I have like some themed fabric to go with it. And I was like, sharks, turtles. And of course, little turtle guy is still hanging out in there with my stuff. I'm going to show you what this looks like. Sea Turtle Mama by Sheena Pike. This is a freebie on Heaven and Earth Designs. We are doing a, I'm going to say a start along because you know I'm not going to stick with one project. So it's a start along. It's not really a stitch. I guess it's a stitch along, start along, whatever you want to call it. So, stitching in the burrow, Christine. Stitching Penguin, Ashley. Heather the Confetti Stitcher. Who else? Angie Slowly Crafts on Instagram. We're all doing this, and we're using the hashtag Sea Turtle Mama Sal. This is where I got to. So I started in the center, which was down here, and I worked my way. I'm trying to get to the top. My son wanted me to start in the center, but I'm working my way up to the top, and this is the very top row right here of the pattern. This is the sea turtle's head, the baby. This is the seaweed going down. So, and this fabric is Lime by Witch Elk. And my friend Katrina actually helped me settle on this fabric. But yeah, I worked on that one 3 different times. So I started on the first, I spun it again on, I think it was the second or the third, and then I worked on it yesterday as well. Up next, I spun Order of the Phoenix. Nope, not that one. Sorry guys, you're gonna have to just put up with me here. Okay, this is by Tilton Crafts. It is out of print. I have all of the movie posters. So that's what it'll look like. And of course I start in the top corner and I'm working my way across. I actually spun this one twice. And it's on 28 count. Sea Turtle Mama is also on 28 count. Deer Creek is on 28 count as well, I think. So, I kind of just left the string hanging. But I'm in 939 line. You can kind of see some variation. It's like 500, 939, and 823, I think. So, a little over halfway. Ashley actually worked on this one. She spun it the other day. So, and this is the one where she started from the right-hand corner and is working across, and I started from the left-hand corner, and we are now, like, crossing over each other, so it's funny. Up next was a new start, and it was this adorable kit that my friend Katrina got me for Christmas. It's called Christmas Barn. How fitting. And it comes with the house. I just have to paint it red. And I started in the center just to make sure I had enough fabric. And I just got the ladder and part of Santa's boot done. So I got the ladder and then started working on his boot and then got like that part. So not very far, but I only worked on it one day. I'm gonna probably need to serge this fabric because it's coming apart already. So there's that. And then I found a new Flosstuber called Cross Stitch Cats in Chaos. Ashley actually told me about her, and so I watched her, and I went back and watched every one of her videos. She is hilarious. She just came out with a video on how she stitches so fast. She does a lot of model stitching for companies and designers and stuff, and she has such pretty projects. And she's hilarious. Up next, I worked on, this is another new start. My husband and I were watching Smokey and the Bandit on TV when I was working on this. If y'all have watched me at all, you know that I have chickens. Well, my oldest chicken, her name is Bearded Lady. She has been with us now for a rooster massacre, a raccoon feast, a possum feast, and a free range trial. So, like 3 years or so she's been with us, but she's a trooper. And Katrina found this pattern at a thrift store, and it looks just like her. So, of course, I had to stitch her. And watching Smokey and the Bandit, and I haven't seen it in forever, so I didn't really get that much done. But I started in the center, so all I got done was, like, right there. But it was funny that she found this, and she goes, look how cute this chicken is. And I was like, that looks like Bearded Lady. Her name's Bearded Lady because she has a beard. And my son named the chickens when we first got them. Right now, we just have Bearded Lady from our original flock that we first got. We're on flock like number 4 or 5. We close your ears if you don't want to hear it, but we cull our chickens, and we raise them for meat and eggs. So right now we have Bearded Lady, we have Goldilocks because she is like a bright gold color. We have Red, who she is a pain in my butt. She is the sweetest chicken ever, but she wants to be a mom, and we don't have any roosters right now. So she stays in the nesting box all the time. She is a fat black chicken, and her feathers, like when you hold her in the sunlight, are almost like a green, like a shiny green. And then we have 2 black bearded chickens. None of our chickens are full blood anything. They are just all crossbred. They are random. Next on my list, I found another Flosstuber. Her name is Cam the Stitcher. I love watching her videos. Like, she does some awesome projects, and I could sit there and watch like all of her videos, just one after another. And I actually messaged her the other day. I was watching her Flosstube, and I was like, oh, I really like that fabric you held up. And I went to take a screenshot of it, and she was like, and she's like, that explains like how excited I was with the colors. And so I thought that was really funny, and she's really nice. Y'all should go watch her. Up next is another new start called Pillage and Plunder. I just have it wrote down as pirate work. This is the one that my new friend Angie Firto, I don't know how to say your last name, I'm sorry. I will, she has a Instagram. I will link her Instagram. Let me write that down so I remember. I'll link her Instagram. She posts her stitching over there on Instagram. She's been a follower, subscriber, or whatever of mine for a while. She actually sent me these when I got one. She was like, hey, I have some more. I'd love to send them to you. And this one is Why Work When You Can Pillage and Plunder. And I was super excited, getting ready to start this one. And I didn't realize that she had the charm in it. So thank you so much for that. My son was very excited when I started this one. I just started the words. He was home this day, so I didn't really get much done. This fabric that she sent me is, we want to say it's fiddler's cloth. And I just did 2 strands, full cross. It looks really good on this. And I want to get some more of this fabric for it. So if you know where to get this fabric or where I can buy more, please tell me, because I have more pirates that need fabric. She sent me some pieces of fabric, but I ended up with more charts than fabric. So up next is another new start. You guys are gonna get sick of hearing me say that. So this is a Thomas Kinkade cross stitch with printed background kit. This was a gift from Katrina. I love her thrift store finds. And you can't really see what I've done. Maybe you can. Yeah, you can. The roof of the covered bridge there. So this is my first cross stitch with a printed background where you don't wash the print off. And it was fun. It's a lot more than what I thought it was. Like, the pattern for it is very different than the counted cross stitch pattern, but it was fun. Next, I started this clearance find. Oops. Okay, this is called Taco Time. This was the Hobby Lobby clearance that everybody was talking about. And I got his lettuce done. I started at his eye because it's the middle. These kits like this, I always start in the middle because I don't know how much border they give me. So I started in the middle, did that line up to the top, did his lettuce, and then it was time to go to baseball. So I remember that night was baseball night because my husband was like, "You're stitching tacos, does that mean we can have tacos for supper?" And I was like, "Well, I guess after baseball." So there's that one. And then some more haul. I am in Rebel Stitcher's quarterly Needleminder box subscription thing, because it doesn't come in the box, I guess. And you get one Needleminder, a pack of stickers, and a stitchy item. So here was my Needleminder for April. And I love it. I love all of her Needleminders. They are the enamel. She has enamel, resin. I think, yeah, she has both of those options on her website. So Rebel Stitcher Designs on Instagram and on Flosstube, and rebelstitcher.com is her website. My stitchy item was some floss this time. I got glazed carrots and bunny honey. And those are showing pretty true with this daylight coming through the window. So, classic Colorworks floss. I don't use a lot of hand dyeds, but it's nice to have every now and then. And then the stickers this time were some adorable little bunny rabbits, you know, to fit the theme. I think he's my favorite, and him. I say him. These are my favorite. So there's that. I was really excited when I got that. I actually got my friend Katrina to sign up for it as well, because I love her. That's the second one I've got, and I just love all of her stuff that I've got. And then I spun, I think this is it. No, it's not. I spun Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I thought it was right here. It is right here. The Deathly Hallows 2. Um, 28 count, 2/1 tint. And that's where I've got. So, not very far. This one I decided to do 2 rows at a time and go across, but I don't leave a solid line because I don't want to work on this for 500 years like it's going to take me to finish it, and then get it all done and ironed, and then I have lines across it because I would be very mad. So there's that one. And then the last one I worked on, this is the last one I spun, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Again, these are all Tilton crafts out of print. This one is also 28 count, 2/1 tint. My son decided to give me a nice little pencil mark right there in the middle, so that was cool of him. But yeah, this one was fun to work on because it was all different kinds of yellows and creams and all that. Most of the full coverage that I spun. I tried to get, this one's in a Me Made bag as well. I tried to get most of my full coverage that I spun to at least another whole percent. So, Sea Turtle Mama, I got to 2% last night. My Harry Potters that I spun, I got them all to at least 1%. Before I put it up for the day. Okay, let me try to get all this back in here so I have room. And while I do that, I'm going to talk to you about my next bin. I have to enter all of my stuff into my wheel, which I'll do after my video. I did not spin my mini Gone Fishing, so it will get transferred over to the next basket. There are so many things that I didn't work on, so basically all of this I did not work on in the last 2 weeks. These were not spun. So the next time I get this basket out, it will definitely be fun to see which ones I get. So, for that being said, if you're not interested in listening to my plans for my next basket or seeing what's in my next basket for me to spin, it's been great. You are welcome to leave if you would like and you don't want to see my plans. I'm just going to show you what's in my next basket. That's an opportunity for me to work on. So, of course, Mini Gone Fishing. And like I said, I didn't work on this one this last 2 weeks. It's a Donna Gelsinger. This is the one that I restarted. And I will show you where I'm at, just as a refresher. So I'm at like 15% done on this one, doing a modified Royal Rose method. That. All right, this basket is also full. Like, it's heavy. It's full. Y'all, I have too many whips. I know I do. Don't judge me. And this is all gonna fall off the table when I put it over here, so this is gonna be so much fun to clean up. But as I clean it up, I can put it on my wheel, and I'll be excited to spin and see what I work on today. So this is a stamped cross stitch by Dimensions. This is not started yet. This was given to me by Katrina. My husband's an avid fisherman, so what I'm going to do is change the colors a little bit to turn those into probably big mouth, largemouth bass. I probably won't put this here. I'll probably just continue the pattern of like the sweater across and then continue the color of his vest. I will probably change these colors, like I said, to make them look like largemouth bass. And the hat, I haven't really decided what I'm going to do yet. I might not do a hat and just do hair for both of us because I ain't wearing a hat like that. I don't know yet. It's going to be when I pull it out to work on it, I will decide. Home Sweet Home by Dimensions. This is a full kit, has not been started yet. I Can't Adult Today by Dimensions. Has not been started yet. A lot of these, like I said, are new starts. This one is not. This is Animal Tracks. It is out of a magazine, but the design is by Elizabeth Spurlock of Saving Grace's Fine Needle Arts. It's out of, what magazine is this out of? This is the October 2021 Just Cross Stitch magazine. And I love this one. Like, it, look, it even goes like with my wall. Ooh, can't wait to finish this one. This one's gonna be fun to work on for me. I'm actually pretty far on this one. It's been a while since I worked on it. This one's a fun stitch too. So I'm actually a lot farther than what I thought I was. So that'll be fun. That will be fun. If I can put it back in here without zipping it up in the zipper. Okay, next is, this came off of D-Stash, the Design Works kit called Quiet the Mind and the Soul Will Speak. This screams my sister to me. She would love this. I don't know about that frame, but she would love the saying and stuff. That would be a new start. This one has a lot of new starts in it too. This one is called Cake Chef by Design Works. It says, have your cake and eat it too. We all know I'm a fat kid at heart and in body, so I love my cake. Ashley, I'm trying to convince her to come live with me and cook all the bake all the yummy things. This is a me-made bag out of actually some hand towels, believe it or not. And this was a gift. It is Snow Queen by Nora Corbett. Tara from One Stitch at a Time got this for me. And I'm going to do her on this fabric. This is a 32 count. It just says 32 count linen by the Colorful Needle. I don't know if it's Lugano, I don't know all that stuff. And my friend Ashley and Katrina got me the stuff I need. The bead pack and the threads to do it. So I'll be excited if I spin this one. It might actually get worked on for more than one day if I do spin it. And this, okay, so if I spin something, it's not like I'm spinning it and only working on it for a day. I'm spinning it and I'm working on it until I'm burnt out. If I want to continue to work on it, I will. If not, then I spin again. I'm not set to, like, rules. I'm stitching what I want. Up next is Modern Folk Embroidery. This is a Modern Folk Embroidery pattern called The River. And it says, the river that flows in you also flows in me. And this is the floss for it. It's a Forbidden Fiber Company River of Life. And I plan on doing this one on this oatmeal fabric. I kitted this one up. It came with the pattern and the floss in some box that I got. I don't remember what box. But then I just got some fabric to go with it. So that's a new start, possibly. The complaints to the cook can be hazardous to your health. This will be a new start as well. This is off of D-Stash. The ones in the Ziploc bags are from a nice lady on D-Stash. She was selling a ton of her whips and stuff, so I jumped right on that because they were right up my alley. This one I haven't worked on in a long time. It is Love Grows Here. I was doing it for my sister. Seems like all of hers get pushed to the side because it's not something I just love to stitch on. That's all I've gotten done. So, I don't know about how far I'll get on some of these because some of them I'm just like not interested in working on. And I'm sure you all understand that. Up next, Crinkle Crinkle. Stick with me. One of my stamped kits. This is a DIY cross-stitch kit. All I've gotten done on this one looks like is her face. The Boogie Stitcher, Ashley. She got me addicted to stamp kits. And she taught me that do the face first. That way you can see if you like how the face turns out. Then you can keep going. I think I'm probably just going to keep going on that one because the face will look fine from a distance. These aren't going to be entered in like some fair or anything. So I need to print out a picture of this one. I might have a picture on my phone still. I'm sure I do. I do. This one is called Switzerland. And that's what it will look like when it's done, you know, barn. I'm doing it on gray fabric and that's all I've got done. This one has blends and I just haven't worked on it much, I guess. Just no specific reason. Up next, I'm glad I didn't kit this one up the other day while I was upstairs because I already got it done. Stitcher's Verse. Here is the pattern. We all know it. We all love it. If you don't love it, I get it. You do you, boo. I just have some 14 count ivory that I'm going to stitch it on. I was going to do it on something smaller, but like a smaller count, but I just 14 count is fine. It's just going to go in my craft room. This is my very sophisticated project bag. This is Halloween Quaker Lila Studio. Lila. How do you say it? I hand dyed this fabric myself for this pattern. And all I've gotten done is the center with the witch. I don't have a picture of this one. I need to get a picture of this one. Sorry, I don't have a picture. I'll have it by the next video, if I work on it. Up next, Me Made Bag. It's of course one Harry Potter pattern in a Harry Potter bag. This is Gryffindor Common Room. Got this one off of Etsy. I started this one on a 28 count linen and I hated the linen. Restarted it on a 14 count. There it is. That's all I've gotten done. So I'm glad to see like some of these older projects because it's been a long time since I worked on some of them. Next is my ohm. You know. Get it out of here without showing you. So there's what it will look like. The colors will be a surprise to you as much as they are to me because I didn't make a printed color copy. This is what I have so far. What direction does it go? Nobody knows. This is the top, so goes that way. This one is for my sister. I'm doing this on 14 count black, 3 strands, full cross to get that great coverage. I wanted a very solid coverage on this one. Up next is Bear Paw Cabin. I like this one because it looks like a quilt square. It is designed by Shannon Grierson of Bobbin and Fred out of the Just Cross Stitch October 21 edition. So that's what it looks like, and this is how far I've gotten. So not super far, but it's a lot of solid stitching, and we know Erin doesn't do a lot of solid stitching other than frickin' black. Let's see, up next is my Halloween, what did she call it? The Oracle Salve from the Oracle group. Halloween Oracle something or other. This is actually one of the members' piece that she finished, and I asked her if I could use her color conversion and her scheme and everything. And of course she was lovely and said yes. So I have this one. It smells like cinnamon. I don't know why it smells like cinnamon, but it smells like cinnamon. That's how far I am. So I have all the colors wrote down, so if that's something you're interested in, let me know. I can give you that. I don't know if you can even still get the pattern, so if you have this pattern and you want the colors, let me know. I don't know where to get the pattern anymore. It was a Sal limited thing. This is my Not Forgotten Farms, the Giving Sisters. I am doing a modified where all I'm doing is this witch, the cauldron, and this witch. I'm not doing any of this. Not my forte, don't love it. This is on some Be Stitch Me 16 count. It doesn't have a name. Move all this out of the way. It's got my serious black because of it is seriously a lot of black. And that first witch is almost done. I just gotta finish her dress. Again, this is solid black stitching, so it's one of those, if I spin it, I'll work on it. This is one I can take outside while my son's playing type of projects, so. Up next, I have all these projects. This is a full basket, and we're going 45 minutes. Just gonna flash that one. This is a Dragon Dreams. There we go. Valentine's Dragon from 2013. I don't know if this one was a free one. Okay, so it was a free one for the Facebook group, so I can show it to you. And it says, dragging around until you say that you'll be mine. I painted some fabric for this one, the watercolor dye. So I'm excited to use that. And it's a 22 count watercolor dyed painted fabric that I did. This is a me made bag. I know it's not straight. I don't care, really. And it's got this tiny little kit. I like to cuddle. This was a gift, and it was a gift because they know I like cows. So thanks, Katrina. And yeah, it's gonna go in this big bag because I don't know where else to put it. This is another me-made bag. It has my hands-on designs, Fright This Way, Signs of the Seasons. And I'm going to do all 3 of them. And I have the black fabric. It is a 14 count black. So it's just black. Just plain black. Nothing special. But I'm going to do all 3 of those, so I'm excited about that. My pile is starting to fall. This is, I believe it was a freebie. Creativelycrafting.com had this one, and it was a freebie. It's called R.I.P. Queen Elizabeth. And my friend Katrina sent me some pink fabric because we all know I don't like pink, but that was the queen, one of the queen's favorite colors to wear. So I'm doing it on this pink fabric. And it's just a 14 count pink. Up next, in a me-made bag, is Dinosaur Forest by Al Forest Embroidery. My son is very impatiently waiting on this one to get done. I'm about a quarter of the way done. It's 32 count, and it's 32 count is not my favorite to stitch on at all. I don't like to stitch over 2. I have tight tension, so stitching on any linen is hard. This one is called Mushroom House. Thought I do have a picture. There's my mushroom house. Got it on Etsy from Green Terrace. And there's where I'm at. Just the top section. Those sprinkles look really cute. I haven't really looked at this one in a while. Just a few more, guys. If you checked out, I don't mind. I don't blame you. This is in a me-made bag. This one is called Foxy Mood. And it is by, I always get her name wrong. Is it Mama Witch X Stitch? Mama Witch X Stitch. I got it right. And I'll be doing this one on this 14 count navy Ada that I got from Cecilia Samplers from their clearance bin. Up next in this Fat Quarter Shop sunflower bag is my Soda Stitch. And I've just got her done. This is some fabric that I dyed. So there's that. I'm not very far on her. This would be a new start. It says, I will never have enough time to stitch my stitching stuff, but that is not the point, you see, because it all belongs to me. That is me, with my gazillion whips that I'm showing you here. This one says, clean up the crafts and start dinner. This is me every day. All day long, I'm doing whatever I want to do while my son's at school, and I'm like, oh, I gotta do supper time now. I have to adult and cook. So, next, this is a stamped kit. Little piggy pulling a sleigh with a present on it. I don't know. Did I start this one? Barely. I like barely started it. I have like a couple strings done. I don't know why this one doesn't have more in it. It just doesn't. Because I have too many things I want to work on. I wish I could do it all at the same time. Up next is Quilt Shop. I think they actually called it Christmas Cottage on the website. This is not a stamp kit. This is a counted. And that's where I'm at. So that is just this little area. It's a lot darker than the picture, but I'm okay with that. I think it looks fine. This one would be a new start. It's called 4 Seasons. And this is just a counted kit. This one is called Christmas Traditions, I believe. Silent Night. It is just a counted kit as well. And it would be a new start. All the floss to sort and organize. And then I want to convert this to more of a, not punch needle, but more of just an embroidery pattern. But I'm gonna need Mouse Potato to teach me how to do all those French knots right there. Because French knots are not my friend. And then I have this pumpkin, Mill Hill. None of these are started. I have Autumn Harvest, Mill Hill. Oh, that one's called Enchanted Moon, I'm sorry. Political and Olympic Pins Heart Flag, Mill Hill. I have this Santa called I Believe. And then my dear friend Sinead sent me this Victorian Lavender Scissor Keep. So, there's my next basket. I hope you guys are ready to buckle up and spin all the things and see what we can get some progress on this next month, or next 2 weeks. We'll see where I'm at as far as if that's feasible for me to make a video in 2 weeks. So, I hope to see you again in 2 weeks. Send out all your good vibes and prayers for my middle bonus son. And I will see everybody later. I hope you enjoyed my super long video. Bye, everyone.